So when you're using a rod and reel for bottom bouncers and spinners, especially if you're using the rod holders, I like to use a little bit heavier, stiffer, faster tip rod. Reason being is that, out here, for example, there's all kinds of rocks in places. There are some snags, and I find that, whether you're going through some old flooded trees or some rocks, whatever it is on the bottom, I feel like a stiffer rod will power that presentation through the snag, in the sense that you'll see your rod tip, it'll bog down on a rock, but the action of the rod will a lot of times pop that bottom bouncer free and keep you out of a lot of snags. If you use too soft of rod doing this, that rod will load up and it just stays loaded up and you just get buried into a snag. And so use that stiffer rod to pop you through snags, okay? And so, like a 7-foot medium fast, basically it's a flipping stick. It's a Shields Abisu rod. It's just got a fast tip and just a perfect rod action for bottom bouncers and spinners. I don't want a rod that's too soft. That's really important. The other thing, using a bait casting reel, which bait casting reels work really nice for bottom bouncers and spinners. And I really like a line counter. Okay, it doesn't matter how much you fish or how little you fish. A line counter makes it a lot easier, in the sense that maybe you're running, say, 2-ounce bottom bouncers off the front of the boat, and you want to put them down 15 feet, and you want an ounce and a half bottom bouncers out the back of the boat, and you're running those at 20 feet back. You can keep your line stagger without tangling up, and so that's the big thing. But other times too, you'll just see where if you're running right below the boat, you get bit. If you drop too far back, you don't. And so that line counter is a great reference point. On a small reel like this, it's just really convenient to have a line counter reel for bottom bouncers and spinners. Lastly, this reel also has a flipping switch that's on and off. For adjusting your depths fast, you use a flipping switch. You don't have to turn on the reel handle. If the rods are in the rod holders and you drop off the end of the point, you just hit the flipping switch 4 more feet. It just makes bottom bouncers and spinners so much easier. So you've got the line counter, you've got the flipping switch, you've got the small compact size, left or right-handed. Basically, there's other reels out there that have maybe one or the other, but we combine all the best features that we wanted in a bottom bouncer and spinner reel. In my opinion, this is the ultimate reel for this type of presentation. It's available at Shields. It's called the Cold Water Series.